They will present their messages individually, one presenting the past, one presenting the present, and one presenting the future. The first person to present today is Riley Yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. Teachers, families, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2025. Thank you all for being here today. It really means a lot to look out and see so many people who supported us along the way, whether it was helping with homework, cheering us on, or simply being there when we needed someone. We wouldn't be standing here today without you, so truly thank you. It's hard to believe we're finally here. For years, this day felt far from off, something we talked about as more an idea than a real moment. And now, standing here, it is real. Celebrating the end of an era, but it's about everything that took to get here, especially the years that shaped who we really are. A lot of us have grown up together back when we were just learning how to raise our hands, line up quietly, and spell our names without mixing up letters. We went to school excited for recess, snack time, and just simply seeing our friends. The days felt long, but the years somehow flew by. Even during the days that seemed normal, there were moments that stuck with us. Field trips to the zoo, the circus, Des Moines, and the Butterfly House. The book fairs, the Christmas concerts that made us really nervous, and the snow days that we hoped for. The homework that sometimes we left till last minute. There were many inside jokes, birthday cupcakes, and the friendships that started with simple one play at recess. The times we got in trouble for talking too much, or the times our class couldn't stop laughing, and even a teacher gave up trying to tell us to shut up. At the times, those times it seemed like big moments, but looking back, those are the times that we remember the most. And then, of course, there were the harder days. Days when it didn't go as planned, days we felt frustrated, unsure, or overwhelmed, and days when we got hassles for not doing our homework on time. But those moments helped us grow too. We didn't just learn reading and math, we learned to we learned how to keep going when times were tough, how to ask for help, and how to learn from one another. We were surrounded by people who cared for us, teachers who pushed us to do our best, friends who stood with us through it all. Those early years gave us more than what we realized at the time. They built a foundation for everything that came after. Through elementary school, we grew up not just in height, but in confidence. We became more curious, more capable, and more ourselves. Whether we spent every year together or just a few, we've helped shape each other. We didn't just go to school together, we grew up together. Now we stand at a turning point, not just looking back, but looking ahead. As we move forward into whatever comes next, it's worth remembering where we started and who helped us to get here. To our teachers, thank you for your patience, your guidance, and your belief in us when we didn't believe in ourselves. To our families, thank you for the rise, the reminders, and the encouragement. You were the steady support behind every step we took. And to the class of 2025, thank you for the memories, the friendships, and the years we've shared. No matter where we go from here, we'll always have a part in our story in common. Thank you.
Line was in reach. Every event would be our last football game, the last basketball game, the last track meet, and so on. As we've just heard, we all have our own memories from the past and from senior year. Although we might not have a lot in common, we are all seniors that have spent many years together. I've noticed since the beginning of the year, many, if not all, of our classmates have contracted senioritis. For those that aren't studying medicine, many symptoms include worrying about the future, feeling intense joy about graduating, and the rush of nostalgia. Oftentimes, this disease has patients losing motivation to finish school and an overall surge of boredom. The cause of senioritis is thought to be the sudden realization that we are becoming adults and reaching the real world. Currently, the only cure is receiving a diploma, and I'm happy to say that today, all of us will be treated. When I look at my classmates today, I read tons of different emotions. Some are happy to see what the future holds, and others are nervous about leaving the life they've only known for a few years. I know that these past months have been especially nerve-wracking and difficult when it comes to figuring out college, jobs, and relationships. Some of us are sad to see our friends go, and others can't wait to leave. Today is a monumental day that many of us have thought about for years. When I remember learning that I would graduate in 2025, I couldn't fathom how far away that seemed, and yet here it is today. As I look out into the crowd, I can recognize several faces, including my classmates, parents, and family. I also notice people that are supposed to be here but are not. What's important is knowing that they are with us in spirit and mind, and knowing that we are never alone. I want to emphasize that every single person in this gym is here today because our class has touched them in one way or another. Whether they are here because they are a teacher, a coach, or a friend, we have left an impact. There's only one question left. What now? The only answer I can offer is to live in the moment. Don't dwell on the past because there is nothing more to gain from it. And don't spend time worrying about the future. It will come eventually. Today is all about us, our accomplishments, our achievements, the obstacles, and the challenges we have all overcome.
And our last senior address will be given by Braylon Crawford.
Graduation celebrates more than an ending, but also a new beginning. While we look back and remember the moments that have shaped us into the people we are today, we can do so with gratitude, knowing that we have never been alone on this journey. Through every step and every stride, we've been lifted up by teachers and staff, families and friends, and each other to keep ourselves moving towards the future. As we enter into the next chapter of our lives, these pillars of our life that have become familiar will begin to change. Through every experience and interaction, our past will become a glowing memory of the way life once was. There will be uncertainties as we navigate through unprecedented times, leaving us worried as we don't know where to turn. As the pillars of our life and comfort that were once vital to our everyday life seem to have faded away, we can still find comfort in knowing that we are never alone. It is my belief that even when everything around us is being redefined, we have a Lord who stands before us at every stage of life. In placing our foundation on the God who created us and has walked us through every stage of our life, we are better able to find out what our purpose truly is. The world we live in assigns value to every aspect of life, while also setting standards for what it means to be successful. We are told that if we want to be successful, we need to make a certain amount of money, live in a certain size house, or even work a certain job that society views as valuable. If we allow others to dictate our story, we will never be able to reach our full potential in order to impact the world to the best of our ability. So what does success mean to you? Is it reaching a certain financial status, or working a job that people view as valuable? Or is it in living out the individual calling placed in each one of our lives? If we allow the world to determine our worth, we will be stuck chasing ambitions that don't align with the calling of our lives. The future can be scary as we face a lot of change, but I find comfort in knowing that one thing will always remain. I and many others walking across the stage today have put their faith and worth in someone far greater than ourselves by dedicating our lives to the Lord. This commitment brings new meaning and purpose to life as we try to live out our faith and obedience to God. I have found that pursuing this calling brings satisfaction that this world cannot offer. There will always be more money to aspire to earn, there will always be a bigger house to live in, and there will always be a greater job position available. If we dedicate our lives to chasing these things, we will be left feeling empty and longing for more. I don't stand up here today to force you into giving your life to the same God that I serve. Instead, in giving a short testimony of what I and others have found, I urge you to consider what a life with Christ would look like. Every one of us up here today have been created with gifts, giving us the ability to do great things. We have been designed with a purpose unique to each and every one of us. Graduation is a step into the rest of our lives as we begin to write the next chapter of our story. Do not conform to the world's standard of success, but redefine success for yourself. Boyden-Hull has equipped us with the ability to do great things, which is something we can forever be grateful for. However, now it is time to go with courage into whatever we are called to do. When the path is unclear, continue to push forward, as each step we take helps us learn more about what we are called to do, while bringing us closer to finding our own purpose. The world doesn't need us to put up a fake fight by trying to be someone we aren't, but rather needs us to be who we were meant to be in order to utilize the gifts we have been given from our Creator. The path has been set, and the time is now. So go with courage, living the life you are called to live, as you write the story that only you can write.
members of its class that have donated at least 3 times during their high school career. Each time a student successfully donates a unit of blood, they're helping 3 patients to whom they do not know. Thank you for your commitment to your community and your fellow citizens by donating. This year we'll begin a new tradition. We will recognize students that have achieved proficiency in 2 languages, or what is known in the state of Iowa as a seal of biliteracy. This award recognizes students who demonstrate an advanced level of proficiency in 2 or more languages, one of which is English. This accomplishment sets them apart from most high school graduates in the United States and sets them on a pathway to being a global citizen. 3 members of the class of 2025 have achieved this accomplishment. Would Emily Barrios, Romina Manzo Ramirez, and Crystal Marquez please stand? Congratulations. Next, the class of 2025 has 1 individual that has enlisted to serve in the National Guard right after graduation. Would Jeremy Moss please stand? Jeremy for his commitment to our country and to all past graduates of Boyden-Hull, whether active or retired, for their commitment to our communities and our country. Our next award presentation recognizes the top 10% of the class of 2025. Mr. Ground will present these certificates to you. The class of 25 has 14 members of its class with a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher. This year, we have 4 students that will recognize its top 10% of the class. Such an achievement is a result of their hard work and dedication to their education. As I call your name, please come forward to receive your certificate and remain on the stage for a picture. Braylon Crawford with a 4.0 GPA. Mackenzie Rensing with a 4.0 GPA. Trevor Verhoek with a 3.924 GPA. And Lauren Phillips with a 3.916 GPA. Congratulations, students. Our next award is the President's Education Award. This program recognizes educational excellence each year to those individuals who have met the criteria set forth by the United States Department of Education in scholastics, high standards in achievement testing, and by carrying a class load rich in math, science, and humanities. These individuals must maintain at least a 3.5 GPA on the grading scale and are at or above the 85th percentile in math or reading on the standardized achievement test. The following 12 students have met the requirements for this award at Boyden-Hull. When I call your name, please come forward to receive your certificate and gather on the center of the choir rising over here for a picture. We ask that for a matter of time here, if you would wait until all students have been announced and then we will have an applause. Aubrey Booter. Denny Bogart. Braylon Crawford. Andrew Newman. Lauren Phillips. Mackenzie Rensing. Drew Roseboom. Avery Velkamp. 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 Brent Zylstra. Congratulations to all of you receiving the President's Education Award. Our next award is the Governor Scholar Recognition Award. This award was started 23 years ago by the Governor's Office in conjunction with the Iowa High School Athletic Association and the Iowa Farm Bureau. Seniors across the state of Iowa were recognized at the ceremony on April 27th by Governor Kim Reynolds and Lieutenant Governor Chris Cornier. The Boyden-Hull recipient of the Governor Scholar Recognition Award goes to Braylon Crawford. Our next award is the Bernie Sagow Award. Here to present the Bernie Sagow Award is Mr. Tim Brunstein. As he walks forward here, just earlier this month, Mr. Sagow passed away at the age of 96, and he has left a lasting legacy in Iowa high schools and their extracurricular activities. Just so happens today, if he were surviving, he'd be celebrating his 97th birthday. So I'll turn over to Tim here.
As Mr. Pottbaum said, Bernie Sagow is the former executive director of the Iowa High School Athletic Association. He served in that role for 38 years. The requirements of this award state, the Bernie Sagow Award honors a student who best exemplifies a patriotic spirit with strong religious and moral convictions, living and professing the qualities of honesty, integrity, and sportsmanship, believing that both games and life should be conducted by the rules. There are no other specific requirements other than the student be a senior and have performed academically in proportion to his or her ability. They shall have demonstrated a respect for rules, laws, our country, and its symbols, as well as the Constitution, and have some indicators of achievement. Comments made about this year's recipient from our staff members. This recipient embodies the above listed characteristics. Although it states no academic requirement is necessary, this individual takes their academics seriously with their high standards. These standards have carried over into other aspects of their school career with their work ethic in the weight room and in their extracurriculars. They have a strong faith and have been a faithful attender of FCA throughout their high school career. Another comment, this recipient works extremely hard in their athletics, oftentimes lifting in the early mornings multiple times a week. The recipient is a three-sport athlete and excels in all of those three sports. They are a very good teammate that encourages and pushes those around to do and be better, bringing an enormous amount of energy, focus, pride, and joy to their athletics. This recipient oftentimes will stop to pray during basketball games, during timeouts, quarters, and even at halftime. They're active in church youth group as well, and they work hard in their academics, taking numerous college courses. And lastly, this recipient is a proven leader. They are a leader in the classroom, the weight room, basketball court, and football field. The recipient is a student council member, FCA contributor, and youth group contributor as well. An elected leader among their classmates. This recipient responds when called upon to take a leadership role. It is my honor and pleasure to award the Bernie Sagow Award to Mr. Braylon Crawford.
Bar Association will make this presentation.
It's my privilege to represent both the Iowa State Bar Association and the Sioux County Bar Association in this commencement ceremony. Each year, the associations present the American Citizenship Award to one deserving member of the senior class who, in the opinion of the faculty, best lives out the principles of American citizenship: honesty, integrity, and reliability. It's never more critical to encourage and to develop these attributes. Citizens listen with a desire to understand rather than a desire to be right. Each of you is necessary and has something to contribute to our society. We are all citizens and have the same duty to promote civil society in our communities, our state, and nation. There's no pecking order in citizenship. Citizens seek to care for others and work for the good of the whole, not just their particular causes. Citizens speak out for change where there is injustice, even if that comes at a cost to them. It was on these principles that our country was founded. Our nation's Constitution tells us that it, the supreme law of the land, was intended to, quote, promote the general welfare and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and to our posterity. As we prepare to grant this award, I challenge all of us to examine how we are promoting the general welfare, not just our own or our families, or the welfare of those who agree with or look like us, the welfare of all people who live in our towns and our state and our nation. Opportunities abound for us here to do the right thing, even if it's not the easy thing, even if it bucks the comfortable status quo, to make a change in our country, in our towns, in our state for the better. This involves hard work, which is a characteristic recognized by the faculty in this year's honoree. The recipient of this award must be someone who seeks consistently the good of others and demonstrates a commitment to care for the greater good both in and out of school. The faculty noted that the recipient has a care for others that is woven into the fabric of her life. She provides food, organizes fundraisers for those in need, and works multiple jobs which require care for others. When classmates have had knee or ankle injuries, she gets their lunch and carries their books between classes. The award winner demonstrates the ability and the courage to be an upstanding citizen and has an unwavering commitment to hard work, even if it goes unnoticed. Although I have not been told, I would dare to wager that the recipient had little idea that her efforts were so remarkable because she wasn't doing them for recognition, but rather because they were the right thing to do. This humility is a mark of an outstanding citizen and is a model for all of us. This year's winner looks out for everyone, defends everyone, and cares for everyone. It's therefore my pleasure to extend my congratulations and those of the entire Bar Association and to present this year's award to Olivia Boyden.
Congratulations, Olivia. Next in our ceremony, the concert choir under the direction of Miss Kimberly greatest joys we experience as educators is witnessing the personal and academic growth of each student as they journey from kindergarten to their senior year. Watching these young individuals develop, overcome challenges, and discover who they are is both inspiring and deeply rewarding. This growth is captured in the class of 2025 class video. Along each student's baby picture and senior photos, you'll see a personal quote that reflects their unique personality, perspective, or life's philosophy. These glimpses into their past and present offer a reminder how far they have come and how bright their futures are. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the special walk down memory lane.
know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home. So now it'll all be clear. Pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble in might drag you down. You get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your
award the diplomas to the class of 2025. They will continue the tradition here at Boyden-Hull concerning the turn of the tassel. As you know, the turn of the tassel is long held as a symbol of graduation. As the tassel is turned, it symbolizes the closing of a chapter of your lives and the beginning of the next. When the first graduate comes forward today, I will turn their tassel, indicating the role the school has played in their education. From then on, each student will turn the tassel, next person's tassel, indicating the role each student played on helping a classmate in their personal journey through school in the past 13 years. So Mr. Graham, Mr. Nillis, parents, family, and friends, 44 graduating members of the class of 2025 have met or exceeded the graduation requirements set forth by the state of Iowa and the Boyden-Hull Community School District. They are ready and anxious to receive their diplomas from you. I present to you Mr. Graham and Mr. Nillis, the class of 2025.
Mr. Potabom, President Nellis, members of the Board of Directors, parents, family members, and friends, it is always a great honor for me to call roll-up graduates for Boyden-Hull. It is an occasion to acknowledge the accomplishments of these graduates in their journey, but we also acknowledge that this journey was not taken alone. As I call each graduate's name, could the parents also please stand and be acknowledged for your role in helping your son or daughter get here today. Juan Carlos Arcos. Emily Sarah E. Barrios Turcos. Aubrey Jenny Boonder. Riley Joe Bumgard. Denny Marie Bogart. Heidi Marie Bogart. Jenny Marie Bogart. Jonathan Ray Bosma. Olivia Jordan Byard. Braylon Michael Crawford. Gavin Mitchell Doctor. Caitlin Joy Egdor. Michaela Francisco. Brianna Naomi Garcia Mata. Allie Marie Gardner. Zachary Brian Gall. Jade Lynn Gehring. Lucy Gonzalez. Jorge Ricardo Renelo Ayala. Madison J. Jensen. Deanna Lynn Lockford. Jeremy Dean Massa. Romina Alejandra Manzo. Crystal Marquez Vera. Isaac Timothy Miller. Kampoon Pranchampon. Mackenzie K. Rensing. Drew Harrison Rosenbaum. Jonathan Rubio Lopez. Levi Cole Schaefer. Jonathan Mark Sitma. Taylor Douglas Soul. Avery Joy Beltkamp. Trevor Garrett Verhoek. Brenna F. Wells. Blake Marlon Wolbert. Landon Mitchell Wolbert. Ryder Lee Wienia. Carson John Zook. Elise Ann Zwart. Brent Andrew Zylstra. Parents, family, and friends, it is my honor and privilege to introduce to you alumni of Boyden-Hull, class of 2025.
Sometimes they go outside now, especially